Welcome back, Mr. J family. It is me, Mr. J, with the Mr. J Show. And we're going to just keep getting through these links in the comments so they don't pile up. Excuse me. This says Pentatonix, Avi's overtone, and Kevin's cello / beatboxing, Oxford, 15 May 2014. So it's a live show in 2014. I don't know. Dang it. Sorry. I went because it's like, the first of the month, so I had to go do some errands today. And so my my allergies aren't so bad in my eyes today. It's mostly in my throat. Because I think I need to get a humidifier. But anyways, if you like what you see, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment. Because without you, I would not have a show. And like always, let's get it. Yeah, I'm excited. Because Avi can do really weird, and yes, I said weird, amazing things with his overtones. Like that one weird video where he was like doing the Tuvan throat singing and that Mongolian combo to make a high-pitched sound. Like, that's why I'm just like this. Some of the stuff doesn't make, like, even as a musician, like, I don't even know how that works. I know how throat singing works. I know how, but I don't understand how he's able to take Tuvan throat singing and Mongolian throat singing and kind of smash them together. And it's a very, like, low sound, but then all of a sudden, like, you can hear, like, that high note come in, and you're like, come again? Like, what? So, anyways, I'll stop talking. Let's get it.
About how the trio, we all grew up together. But I didn't really talk about Avi and Kevin, and that's a great part of the story. So, we'll start with Kevin Alushla, you guys. This guy's like the most talented man on the planet. He does it all.
So he's gonna start cello boxing.
And when we were looking for beatboxers, we didn't know what to do. So we went on YouTube and we typed in beatboxers. And lost my train of thought. So, the first video that came up when we used beatboxers was a video of Kevin playing cello and beatboxing. And we were totally blown away. And so, when we were putting the show together, we were like, we know it's technically an a cappella show, but why not bring out the cello for a song or two? And he agreed, so Kevin's gonna bring out the cello.
Beyonce.
But while he gets all set up, I'm going to talk about this sexy bass man over here. So, Avi, we met through a mutual friend, and it's a funny story. We just went and got coffee one day. Just got coffee. And I knew he was going to be in the group the second he introduced himself to me, because he literally was like, "Hi, I'm Avi."
I've heard Scott tell this story before. Well, not the Kevin part, the Avi one. They must tell this story at a lot of their live shows, because I remember I was watching one of their live shows where he was telling this story just about Avi. He goes, I knew he was going to be in there the second he introduced him, because he's like, I'm Avi. And he's like, jeez.
And I was like, just telling you.
Yeah, see, like,
jeez. He was an
jeez.
amazing musician, and when we were arranging E.T., he was telling me that he could do this thing where he sings two notes at once. Of course, I was like, oh yeah, sure, that's real cool. Didn't believe him at all. But He can. So every show I insist he shows.
See, and even as talented as a vocalist that Scott is, right? Even he's like, when he said, "Hey, I can sing two notes at once." He's like, "Yeah, whatever." Like, "Yeah, right," you know. And then he did it, and it was like, now we have to do it at every show because it's weird and awesome.
You guys, you guys are a very awesome crowd. Seriously, I love this vibe. It's a very, very good vibe. Thank you. Okay, so I did overtone singing on the last tour, but I wanted to do it again this time, but a little bit different. Thank you. So I'm going to do the lines.
Maybe I should listen to all my subs, and you know, the beard is coming back, and my hair is it's not quite that long, but by the end of the winter it might be that long. Maybe I should go for the Avi look, because you hear all these ladies screaming.
Sings tonight with overtones. Yeah. But when you're listening, don't listen to the note that I'm singing. Listen to the whistle tones you'll hear.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you guys
Yeah, don't. That's the thing. Don't listen to the notes that he is singing. Listen to the high. What did he call them?
listen to the whistle tones you'll hear about.
Whistle tones. Whistle tones. Let me write that down. When I say I'm writing something down, I really mean it. I just wrote down whistle tone singing so I can Google it later. Because I want to know how it works.
I hope you guys like it.
Because no matter how, yes, I know I keep pausing it, but I wanted to pause it before he got started. Every time I see him do this, I'm just, it's, I have no words for how amazing it is. It's that cool. It's singing The Lion Sleeps Tonight. So I reacted to a video of this, of him doing this, but you couldn't really hear The Lion Sleeps Tonight. You could hear the whistle tones. See, I looked down at my notes. You could hear the whistle tones, but holy crap, you can hear. That's crazy. Wow. 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 That is the crazy, still the crazy. Okay, like, yeah, I have to do research on this because I still, like, that's crazy.
This is going to be a great show. I can feel it. I'm very excited. I will say that a lot tonight. That's very nice of you. I like it. I would have ended it. Even better. Yo, Kevin. It's good.
Avi?
You ready, baby?
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Olushola.
Oh, I love you too. This is an original song, and it's called Renegade.
It's an original song.
Cello!
You know, that's such an interesting concept. The whole cello boxing thing, because when I'll get out like my guitar and I want to uh, have some kind of drum track, then I have to like go into Ableton and like drop like some kicks and some snares and just make a simple beat or whatever. But and that takes time to do. Music production in that regard, it's, I mean, as long as you have a good set. Anyways, and then I'll just put it on a loop on Ableton and play it through whatever, and play my guitar to it. But the idea of making your own beat via your voice, it has like my gears turning of like, should I try to learn how to beatbox so I can try to play guitar in beatbox? Because that would be pretty cool. Acoustic guitar, obviously. I don't know. Interesting concept. The pure talent of this group is just, it has no bounds. Like, they are on a whole different level than like 90% of musicians. I mean, like, let's be honest, guys. Like, 90% of musicians barely know how to play their instruments. What I'm saying is like, in my opinion, 85 to 90% of music nowadays is just brain dead music. Do you know what I mean? It's just awful. It's fun to listen to sometimes, but and I think that's why when you guys asked me to start looking at Pentatonix, what kept me coming back, and I know my home fries and my metal fans and my voice play fans and everybody else, sometimes they feel a little neglected because I post so much Pentatonix, right? And it's not that it's not that I'm choosing one over the other. It's just everything they do is so fascinating to me as a musician. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm reacting this in the context of a musician. You know what I mean? And that's it when it comes to these. And some of the things I see these guys do, and I know there are people in the comments that will say, that, Mitch isn't a contratenor and everything else. Whatever. I'm going to say what I'm going to say. You have, like, a once in, like, 100 years phenomenon of Mitch, right? I don't think it's, like, once every 100 years, but it's, like, once a generation is a real good contratenor. And then you have Kevo, which has come up with this concept of cello boxing, and it's such an amazing thing he's doing. And then you got Avi, which I still don't even understand how the whistle tone works. As a musician, do you know what I mean? And that's why I come back to Pentatonix so much, is because they are leagues ahead of what's considered mainstream music. Leagues. They are, and they just keep bringing more and more to the table. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure, like, people were uneasy when Avi left and Matt joined, but then Matt has his own, like, set of skills. Like, he can do a bass, but he's got such a good tenor range, and it's like they pick the cream of the crop, and they really, really, really have passion for their craft, and they're innovators, in my opinion. And sorry, this is like an 18-minute video already. I apologize, but I'm reacting. This is all, like, this is inspiring. This right here, what I'm watching, is inspiring. If I can watch a live whatever that you guys post a link in the comments, right? And I can be inspired musically by something that you guys sent me. Wow. Wow. Thank you so much. I wonder what the action on a cello like that feels like. If you're not aware, action is, I don't know how hard it is to push the string to the fret. Like how much tension. Like, so take for example, well, my guitar's in there. Hold on. So basically, what I mean is by action is like how hard it is to press the string to the fretboard. And I'm not gonna go get my Jackson soloist, but because that would be redundant. But an acoustic guitar generally has a lot higher action, which means it's harder to like press like, oh, that's out of tune. That's why I was like, what the hell? That didn't sound right. It's out of tune because it's been sitting in there. But anyways, the action is how hard it is to put the I guess it's the tension of the strings. On an electric guitar, the action's set very, very low. And so you barely touch it and it hits the fretboard. And they need that because they need to be moving their fingers fast, you know, especially when you know, you're muting, you're palm muting stuff, and you need to really be, you know, moving around quickly. They call that hammer on, but it's not relevant. But when you're hammering on the frets and on the strings, oh, I'm gonna put this over here. The reason why I keep that in there is because Mrs. B likes to and Michonne like to mess around with the guitars, and she's already doing it. Anyways, what my point is I wonder what the action is, because I would think the action would be, well, I don't know, because I've never played a instrument with a bow. Do you know what I mean? Like a violin or anything like that. Hold on, let me get this guitar put away because the cats are already messing with them. But okay, wow. Thank you so much to whoever put that that link in the description, because like I said, if there's a video that can make me think outside of the box as far as me being a musician, all I can say is thank you, because you really don't know how it feels to be a musician and then watch other musicians and actually be inspired by what you see to I guess, up your game in whatever you're playing. And that's what Kevin and Avi have done for me today, is they've inspired me to do better things with my music and new things and try new things. So I don't know, I'm excited. Like I said, sorry it was like a 25-minute video, but it is what it is. Anyways, if you like what you saw, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment. This has been Mr. J with the Mr. J Show. Have a great day. Okay, bye.